Hey guys, welcome back to another Voidverse Anime podcast. Podcast number 3.
It's been a long time, dude, and we apologize for the delay. It's all Mustache's fault. Blame it on him. Mustache, any words? Why is it taking us so long to do another podcast?
Because it was Joey's fault.
Yeah.
I can vouch for that.
Okay.
Put your hate for Joey in the comments.
Damn, dude. Honestly, though, it's been a long time, man. I don't know what happened. I think we got caught up, honestly, and
Yeah, we were really busy this season.
yeah, we got so many Kyojin requests and like anime to watch in general that it's just like, damn, couldn't keep up with it, man. But we're making a promise. We're trying to do at least. Should I promise? I don't know. Should we make some promises?
Let's. With that promise comes something else.
Yeah.
We'll be introducing a new Patreon tier. It's something not quite as high as the Kyojins. It's going to be in between. It puts content out there for you guys. It puts a proverbial foot on our necks to make sure we put podcasts out for you guys.
Yeah.
You guys will get at least 2 podcasts a month.
Fucking curb stomp us. Dude.
Yeah, it really. We're calling it the Ghost Broadcast Club. That'll be, it's a reference to one of the shows that we felt was a major sleeper
Yeah.
when we reacted to it, which was Toilet Bound Hanako-kun. So you guys will see that soon. Probably by the time this goes up, that tier will be added to our Patreon.
Yeah. So that'll give us a good push to like actually sit down, do these, and honestly, next season I feel like we got a little time, despite all the animes we're watching. I guess we could talk real quick. What are we adding to the list for next season? We got My Hero still going on. Love is War just won the poll on the Patreon. Really close, dude. Them Code Geass fans are crying. And
We're going to continue with JoJo's.
JoJo's. And Tokyo Revengers, dude. A lot of people were asking for that on the YouTube, in our Patreon. So we're gonna catch up. Try to catch up so we could like be there by the time the finale airs, I guess.
Yes.
By doing 2 a week. So hopefully we catch up. Hopefully we get there.
Yeah. What about Hunters?
Oh, Hunter. Yeah. Hunters if you're on the Patreon. One Piece if you're on the Patreon. I'm still watching ReZero if you're on the Patreon.
I saw you just did Wonder Egg Priority, a special episode?
Yeah, because it was, the guys, we had the Egghead chat in there for a long time, and they were like, you should just record the final one. Because we had like a 3-month break between the episode.
Really?
Yeah, and I gotta say it was kind of disappointing. I love the show, man. I was a little, it was a tough night
I was going to try to catch up by the time that it came out, but things got too busy.
Wait, so you started it then?
Yeah.
How is it?
I like it.
Okay.
The concept of it is like really cool.
Okay.
But it deals with suicide, so that's like, I don't know if we should like
blank
that out.
Yeah, YouTube's crazy about that shit, honestly. But I think we'll be okay. It's past the minute mark.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it deals with that. Just like that's the whole point of the whole story is like suicide.
Okay.
It's like it's cool.
Yeah.
It's just dark sometimes.
But
it's a hard watch.
Dark.
Yeah. But I have that going on over there. I think I'm gonna try to watch the When They Cry new season 2 as it comes out. But we just I don't know. We just edit so many damn videos, dude. We gotta see about that. I'm gonna try to get them out, but I don't know if they're gonna be like on time. So yeah, good stuff going on over there, dude. But what are we talking about today? What's on the agenda for the talks, man?
This is a very nice segue, by the way.
What's it? Are you
Let's talk about this last season.
Yeah, I want to talk about the last season.
This is the season that we're finishing right now.
We just watched.
What did we finish? We finished Dorohedoro.
Yes.
Vinland
Saga. And we'll include the first half of My Hero, I guess.
Okay. Do we want to include, I guess, like, do we want to include the first part for JoJo's as well?
I think we include the first part of JoJo's, and even our introduction with One Piece, and how you're feeling in Hunter. So we'll kind of just go over everything we're talking about.
Don't even get me started on Hunter.
I guess let's just top it off with what was your favorite thing that you watched for the channel, I guess, as of last season?
That's a loaded question.
To me, it seems pretty easy.
One Piece.
Yeah.
Damn, I was gonna make the joke for JoJo, but
Damn, JoJo over One Piece.
it was
Blasphemy. Blasphemy.
I was actually gonna say Vinland.
Vinland.
Oh.
Ooh.
Vinland definitely was one of our favorites that we watched. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was it hit me in some weird emotional places that I didn't see that coming.
Yeah.
But that's what made it so great, I think, to me. Was that it hit me like a ton of bricks.
Yeah.
It hit me like Truck Coon.
Yeah, that was same for me. I mean, I had watched it before, but honestly, I was like, it hit me so much harder on this. I don't remember crying like during my first watch through, and I was just
Really?
like, yeah, I was just a mess, honestly.
Dude.
See, but then
Yeah.
when you did your first watch through, were you doing what we used to always do, to where we used to eat food
Exactly.
and watch it at the same time?
It was like
you know what I mean?
3 a.m.
The half-hearted watch.
Yeah, it was a half-hearted watch, and I feel like towards the end, I feel like maybe when towards when Canute got introduced, where it kind of slows down for a second. Maybe I just stopped paying attention as much, you know. So then it never hit me. But I remember the finale. I remember that episode and it being pretty good and pretty crazy. But emotionally, it hit me the second time.
Now I know why
pretty
people pulled for it so hard. Because I would be the same exact way.
Yeah.
Now that I've seen the truth.
Yeah.
Now that I know.
And I binge read the manga and after watching it again, I binge read it up until they currently are in 2 days. Because it was just so good. It was so good. And I think season 2 is going to be a very big change for you guys, and I'm interested to see how
Farmland
y'all
Saga goes.
it.
I've been pulling to Jesse, shout out to Jesse,
Always.
and clicking random spoiler things to,
Oh, no.
Oh no.
and reading first lines and being like, oh. And then come back a week later. Oh.
Bro, everybody loves doing that shit. Mario's bad with that shit too, dude.
Hey,
Mario
man.
just loves going into rooms he's not supposed to be in.
Mario and I had a really long conversation about spoilers the other day, and how just context means everything. You know what I mean? You hear, say you're watching a Marvel movie and you're like, "Yo, did you hear what this name had this power?" And you're like, "Oh, that's weird." And then you finally see it and you're like, "Oh,
it's so much
you
better
know,
to
yeah.
see. I agree, because I knew what was happening in Vinland, and watching it back, I was still crying. So I don't think a spoiler could ruin.
It's sometimes knowing what's gonna happen, you unwillingly set yourself up to expect it, but then when it's finally delivered, it hits you way harder.
Yeah. Sometimes I wish I would be spoiled on shit, because sometimes I feel sometimes I feel really stupid after we watch stuff, because I feel like we're processing, and I don't know what to say all the time. So I'm like, I wish I saw that coming, so I could at least have something smart to say, because sometimes I just sound like I'm just stuttering.
Hey man, but you're in the moment. You know
I
what I
am,
mean?
yeah.
Yeah.
It's just
I know that's one thing that always gets kind of put in the comments sometimes, is sometimes when it's really popping off or something serious is happening, people are just like, where's the reaction? And it's we are processing this. Come on,
yeah. By now y'all should know we're not the most I don't know,
Over
crazy
the top,
over
yeah.
the top reactors. We actually get sucked into it at some point, and
but we can definitely be over the top at times.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I think Ash is usually the one that runs our Instagram.
Yeah.
And she posted that video of me when he cuts off his head. And I was like,
Yeah. Yeah, honestly, I've gotten some. Vinland got some good mustache reactions I wasn't expecting, honestly, out of it. So, yeah, it was a good hit, man. Ash, you picking Vinland too as your favorite thing we watched as of last season?
Honestly, I'm gonna have to say Vinland and Hunter.
Hunter? Oh, because we're getting into some shit in Hunter.
Yeah.
That's why.
We're the reason that I haven't wanted it to go up on YouTube yet is because I know people are gonna spoil it.
Yeah.
And I'm holding it close to my chest. I'm not saying that I love it, but I love Hunter.
Yeah.
And that's why I'm glad that it's still on Patreon, because everyone is
No one's gonna
You know.
spoil us on Patreon.
yeah,
Well,
exactly.
Hopefully. hopefully.
Well, everyone's pretty cool. Like,
Yeah,
on Patreon.
I agree. Yeah, also spoilers for, of course, obviously, anything we've watched this last season.
Yeah.
And Hunter or One Piece or JoJo's coming up.
We'll
just
maybe before we go into this talk, whoever's editing this can put just like spoilers ahead, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You should know, man.
Yeah.
You guys should know. Hunter, though, yeah, we are in the Ant arc right now, so as y'all know, we need to have we'll definitely have a talk after completing that arc, because I feel like after that there's only a few episodes, and
Yeah.
it's a pinnacle of the series.
I don't think I've ever gotten so emotional over a show before, other than Hunter. Like,
Yeah.
when everything happened with Kite, as soon as it feels weird to like be on camera and cry, like like it feels weird. It's not natural.
Yeah, no.
You know? So it's like after we turned off the camera, and then like
cry even more.
that's when I really started and I was upset. I was so distraught for like honestly like a week after.
Yeah. It does hit you guys.
I remember when you were like, it had happened, and that was the last thing we filmed for the day. I think we had planned to film more, and it had taken Ash out. And Joey was like, I think we're going to watch a few episodes on our own, like, just so we can get ahead quicker. And I was like, oh, okay, yeah, I understand. Like, of course.
Mm.
And then I was like, oh, did you guys watch any more Hunters so we can try to jump into it? And you were like, no. And then a week later, it was like, no. And then I think one day, finally, like, Joey was like, Ash, are we ready? And she
It was like a month. It was
Yeah,
a
you
month
were like,
later.
I think so. I think I can do it.
Dude,
Yeah.
I was so sad.
I know
God.
it's weird. It's like I know that's what the people like. I know people watching the videos want that, but for some reason, when like I do get upset too, I'm like, fuck, just trying to hold it in.
Well,
I'm
yeah,
just
because
like,
it's like when it's...
come on, man.
And it's a perfect example. It's a perfect segue to go from Vinland into this Hunter like situation. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because when I cried at the Bjorn Ashclad
dude.
fight, Ash had said it like I think right after either we recorded or during the episode. She's like, I feel like this is Kite, but for Andrew right now. Because like it hit you, but it hit me, and I was like, oh shit. And like I told you guys joking, I'm like, I'm gonna get into a car accident, like going home.
Yeah.
And like I left and like no music on in the car. I called my wife and I was like, hey, I'm on the way home. She's like, okay, you know, what do you want to do? And I was like, I just kind of want to be home, you know, like we filmed an episode and it was pretty heavy for me. And she's like, what are you talking about? And I'm like, I just kind of don't want to talk about it right now.
Oh no.
That was 2 brutal episodes this last season.
Yeah,
It's been emotional.
for sure.
And then what do you call it? Just went up, right, for the Patreon as of this recording. It's the spiders fighting the ants, correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
Those were some great battles.
Yeah, Hunter's been a treat, man. It's been a treat, and it's only getting started too. That's why I know that you're hella into it right now, and it's just like, goddamn, just wait, man, just wait. We're escalating.
What was your favorite of the season?
It's very hard, dude. That's very hard. I gotta say, you know what? I'm gonna be an outliner from you guys. I'm gonna say One Piece has been my favorite thing that we watched in the season,
I thought you were gonna say ReZero.
Oh. Well, okay, ReZero doesn't count. Well, we can talk about that later. You know, that's my own personal journey. I will say the last
Personal journey, dude.
I will say though, really quick side note, the last ReZero episode I watched is very good. I just gotta say, it was very good. But no, One Piece though, because I feel like I'm getting the beginnings of a Hunter feel that I had, and I'm doing anything to like relive that high, you know what I mean? To like get sucked into a world and like be obsessed with the characters and get upset. It's like I'm crying already at Sanji fucking... I barely know this dude, and I'm crying at him and Zeph, dude, like that story. So it's like, I feel like it's been a very good like first 40 episodes, and I know it's like the slower part of the story too. But One Piece has been really fun, and I've enjoyed like every episode. I think it's always like a good time to watch it.
Yeah.
Vinland obviously was good, and Dorohedoro, I gotta say that one was a surprise hit. But I feel like after we finished Vinland, I kind of just like Dorohedoro got kind of like left in the dust in a way, you know what I mean? Like it just didn't hit me as hard as Vinland did.
I think another thing too is that like sometimes we do binge the episodes, and it gives us less time to kind of marinate on those.
Yeah.
Or when we binge them, we'll end up watching, like, Tokyo for Revengers, for instance. Like,
Yeah.
we watched up to episode 9, and then now we're probably going to watch them week to week.
Mm-hmm.
So it's some of the stuff that happens between the time that we watched episode 3 to 9 is going to just kind of feel so long ago.
Yeah, that's true. And Dorohedoro was one of those where we watched it like we got way ahead of it and finished it super early. So
It's kind of like hard to pick a favorite when we've just been so fully submerged in so many different, like, how many have we filmed? Like, for YouTube, for Patreon, how many shows are we watching right now? We've got Hunter, we've got One Piece, we've got JoJo's,
Tokyo Revengers.
Love is War,
My Hero,
My Hero.
and
We
then
watched a few episodes of Sound.
Hibiki.
oh yeah, not to mention all the Kyojins. Yeah, Banana Fish.
including
um,
all those. It's
yeah.
like we're filming a lot
Yeah,
this season, so I feel kind of bad because I feel like One Piece is also like way up there for me.
but it's hard when you have all these other great shows that you're like.
Yeah, we're watching like a lot of good Tokyo Revengers. I didn't think I was gonna like it as much as I did, but I really do. It's
Yeah,
crazy.
It's turning around. Yeah, I agree. I didn't expect it going the way it was, and I'm very much enjoying it. I'm pretty sure we're catching up today, so I'm pretty excited to like get caught up
Yeah,
and be current with that.
and it's kind of weird because I don't really like the
Yeah.
time travel thing, but that's
an exception.
It's an exception.
I did want to shout out 2 people, or I guess a few people.
Ooh, shout out!
Shout 'em out.
So big shout out to Mario
Mario.
for suggesting Tokyo Revengers
Yes.
as his Kyojin request. Big shout out to, is it Loner Stoner or Loney Stoney? Is his name
It's
on it?
Loner Stoner,
Okay,
but
okay.
I always
I
call
know,
him
I know.
Lonely Stoney.
So big shout out to him because he's the reason we wanted to watch the whole thing, but as a Kyojin request, he requested the whole season. So he stayed with us for Dorohedoro, as well as newly with Banana Fish, Desi Double O is going to continue, and we're going to continue watching
Oh,
Banana
yeah.
Fish as well.
And Banana Fish is crazy. I want to
Yes.
say, like, out of the Kyojin request, Banana Fish, I was so into. So I'm very excited for that.
I was very, very surprised at Banana Fish because I thought it was gonna be like a slice of life type show,
Yeah,
and I was
probably.
very surprised by that. But I like it.
Yeah,
I
the
like
last episode was the one that like really hit.
that show is like
Yeah.
it's very heavy.
It was heavy. It was heavy. For
Like-
2 episodes in, it was very heavy. Yeah, shout out to all of them. Shout out to all of them. Shout out to all the Kyojins, though, honestly. Like, we got Salby
Salby.
out there. Salby always requested some wild shit.
Yeah.
We got
Setsu,
Setsu,
Taylor.
Taylor, and another one that he's just like has like 2 T's. 2T underscore.
Yeah, it is. Isn't it? Yeah,
It's
TT.
like T underscore
TT, yeah.
TT. Shout out TT. All the Kyojins though, man. Y'all are crazy, honestly. It's like we've been super busy doing them, but it's like
Wait,
it's
Mario too?
very worth it. And Mario. Did I not say Mario?
Yeah, I said Mario
Oh,
at the
you said
beginning.
Oh, okay.
I'm not gonna. I wasn't even gonna include him twice. You know, he doesn't deserve 2 times.
Hey, man, come
No,
on.
just kidding. Just kidding. He knows. He knows it's all love. Yeah, last season was good though. This next season, I don't know who's gonna be the surprise hit out of what we're watching. Is it gonna be Love Is War or Tokyo Revengers? I think Love Is War has more work to do compared to what we're watching right now. I don't know. It's gonna have to impress us to take like a number 1 spot for the next season.
I don't even know, man. Because like I feel like Bovid,
The vid,
The
vid.
vid.
the 19.
Vid-19.
I feel like it messed up the timeline, and I feel like so many shows got pushed back, so now it's just like I've got all these shows in my head that I know are coming out but don't have a release date, so it's like it's hard to try to get excited for the next season when you don't even know.
Yeah.
I mean, it's already like that, but I feel like now
Yeah. Cool.
after things got pushed back, it's just like even more so. So it's like we can barely plan
Yeah.
for the next
Yeah.
season.
Yeah, planning for it is tough enough, but with COVID, it's made it harder. Cause like we're just scared to get some misses, you know. Like
Yeah.
you pick a series and you dedicate to it. We kind of hate dropping a series in the middle of it, but it's like sometimes they just don't do that good, and it's just
What did
like,
we do that with?
Darwin's Game, Somali and the Forest Spirit.
Yeah.
There's another. Listeners.
Oh, Listeners is awful. Listeners is
Oh,
god awful though.
I thought there was 2 other ones, but
That
I'm
one
not sure.
deserved it. Well, we did stop. Oh, Salby loves it. Akadama.
Oh,
Drive.
Akadama Drive.
Yeah,
yes.
we did stop that one.
That one was like a really wanted anime for us to do by YouTube.
Yeah.
YouTube, multiple comments wanting that one. But when it came down to it, like, we couldn't feel 100% invested in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we were just it was so busy that we just kind of like fell off, and I feel like nobody was really checking it out that much.
Yeah.
So
Like if we're not enjoying it, but it's like, but people are enjoying us watching it, we'll keep going with it. But if we're not really enjoying it and people aren't really enjoying
That's
it, we're not gonna
yeah.
keep
Yeah.
going with it.
that's
Like,
the tough part. Yeah, that's what with like Listeners was that bad, and like
See, what do you call it? I feel like almost the same but different was like When They Cry.
yeah,
Like, When They
Yeah.
Cry was, I felt like for Ash and I, was a little
iffy.
labored watch.
Yeah,
yeah.
Joey loved it, you know, because he had gone through it, like,
yeah, I didn't
kind of
really-
already
yeah,
watching
I'm like
some-
dedicated to
yeah.
the series.
And it was something that we would sit down and be like, okay, we have to watch this. Because sometimes the gruesomeness was a little hard to watch.
Yeah,
But at the time, we were like, okay, cool, you know, like, we're in it, we're doing it. But then YouTube was just like, nah, we ain't really feeling you guys on this one. You know what I mean? So it was a labor of love kind of thing. You know what I
Yes.
mean?
yeah,
Very much so.
yeah. We got copywritten so much on that damn show, dude.
Dude, every week, every Monday. I like that people that are like subbed and watch regularly were like, oh, it's Monday. Or like people
Yeah.
will be like, where's the video? It's only like 2 minutes long. And it's someone else will comment
Yeah.
like, oh, check the description.
Yeah, it was a dedicated little When They Cry fan base though. That was like checking out every
Yeah.
video, but I don't know. Check out the Patreon though if you want to see the rest of it though. I'll be watching it. Yeah,
You will be watching it.
I will be watching it. Yeah.
Oh, you know what is really cool? With One Piece specifically, because we're already, how many episodes is there in total?
34 will come out on Friday.
No, I mean like
Oh,
Oh.
the whole...
it's 1,000 and for episodes it's 1,000, I think.
Uh-huh.
Manga chapters were at 1,018,
Okay.
19.
I think it's fun because you've already seen it. It's your favorite anime.
Yeah,
ever.
I'm caught
that's
up, yeah.
All-time favorite. But it's really cool because it's been out for so long and we've seen so many of the characters before. I think for me and Joey, we'll always like kind of assume like we'll make a game out of what we think this character that we haven't met yet
Oh, yeah.
sounds like.
Like
So
Chopper.
so Chopper.
Yeah.
I think it'd be funny if he just sounded like a chain smoker that's
Yeah.
been smoking for like, hey, I'm Chopper.
I'm pretty sure that's what he sounds like. I
That
have no
would
doubt.
be so good.
Confirmed? Confirmed or denied?
Hey,
Hey, Louie.
Hey,
Hey,
Louie.
hey, come on now. Hey, let me borrow a smoke. Let me borrow a smoke off you, boy.
Borrow
gotta
smoke.
like-
Talking to Sanji, dude.
Yeah,
He's
there
like,
you go.
let me borrow a smoke off you, Sanji. Come on now.
It's
Watch out with them feet there.
Oh man, yeah. One Piece is cool to see all these damn characters that we've seen so many figures of, and like slowly pop up.
Yeah,
And
yeah. Like we went to the jungle, which is a collectibles. It has like 3 different locations, but they're in like the same hallway thing.
yeah,
But like seeing all these collectibles of all these characters that we haven't seen yet and kind of getting spoiled, but it's like it's
Yeah.
not really a spoiler because by the time we get to that part in the show, we're gonna totally forget about seeing that.
probably.
Like,
yeah.
so it doesn't really matter.
Sending pictures to Andrew and
Yeah.
being like, "What's this?
What's up with
Who's this?"
How come this character looks like this?
I will say, I feel like we're putting in a decent dent though. Like, I feel like we're kind of going through it a little quick. Honestly, like, we're like 40 in almost.
34, yeah.
34, and I feel like 34 is close to 50, and that's almost the first half of
Yeah.
the little first arc. So I feel like we're making pretty good progress in it. I think somebody did do like the math though. It's going to take us like I don't know. It was a very long time.
Well,
Somebody
it's-
broke it down, but it's like it feels very fast to me.
Yeah, it's hard to like put a map on it because usually like when everybody does because there's like a website I think dedicated to like if you watch this anime so many
shit.
times a week,
Oh my
how
God.
fast will you finish? You know what I mean? And with One Piece, it's like if you're watching at least one episode every day, then you're gonna get like done in like 5 months or something like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, we have quite a while, but and who knows where the channel is? Like, if we have more free time, maybe we watch more One Piece. You know,
Yeah,
maybe
yeah.
we watch more JoJo's as it comes up,
Yeah,
dude. you
that's
know?
one thing that I think we've talked about for, I would say almost a half a year, is like the possibility of eventually getting an editor,
Oh,
and
yeah.
that's something that would allow us to free up more time to react to stuff.
Yeah,
Especially if I know Ash has talked about doing more manga stuff.
Yeah.
Joey's doing his stuff. I've done a few things like doing stuff
You're
like
doing-
that.
yeah.
Editing would eliminate allow us to do a lot more of that stuff.
yeah. Yeah, people want the mustache stuff back, dude.
Yeah, man, I'm trying, dude.
I know.
I still need to finish Megalobox, dude.
Dude, you've come across a big wave of busyness.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
if anybody's the most busy right now, it's probably Mustache. So
It started with your camera breaking. I
yeah,
feel
it
like
really
It
did. Yeah,
it really did, yeah.
threw
you
off
having
the-
to send it to the
Yeah,
factory or whatever HQ.
yeah. I see, and that's the sucky part is that like I love Canon so much, and like this is the first time I've had a problem with one,
Yeah,
and I'm just like, man, dude, like. But my camera's been good, like since it's been fixed, it's just I baby it a little more than I did before.
I don't throw it across the room.
Yeah,
anymore.
yeah. That was crazy times now when we had to film like
Yeah,
separately,
yeah.
like
Oh,
in the
yeah.
midst of COVID. That shit was kind of crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy to think about like this entire last year and like what it's done
Yeah,
for In the Void as a whole.
yeah.
It's kind
it
of
was-
crazy.
It was weird, man. It's like it was weird that we were to the point of even being like scared to like, oh shit, Mustache can't even come.
Yeah,
like,
like-
he can't even come through. Like,
I think the beauty of us, and not getting political about anything, is just that like we are very conscious of being safe.
Yeah.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So when COVID hit, we were like, okay, what are we doing to stay safe? Like as a group, you know what I mean? And
Yeah.
like, you have your grandmother, I have my grandmother that lives with me.
I have lupus.
She has lupus.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
like it's something that we were already like conscious of. So it was like, taking the least amount of trips out,
yeah,
and it was almost to where our trips out were just to come here.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? To be like, okay, we're going to film for the day. That's my one outing,
yeah,
And I think Ash had said it too during that time that like without doing Into the Void, we would literally just be like home alone, idle hands,
Yeah.
like in our heads.
I would have been so like just being real because I've like struggled with depression,
yeah,
but like I can't imagine not starting this channel.
yeah,
We were talking about it the other day about losing your jobs.
yeah,
And like, would we even be doing this if you hadn't?
Yeah.
If
Yeah.
that hadn't have happened, would we be here? And it's just like so crazy, like how, like I am a firm believer of everything happens for a reason, and like, I think that the whole entire year of 2020 has made everyone do a forced reset on themselves because
Yeah.
like so many people have been forced to take time for themselves and kind of like reevaluate, okay, I've been working for this person or this company for someone else. I've been working so hard for someone else's like gain that I haven't like focused on what I want to do, or like I don't even have time when I get off of work or whatever. Like it forced people to take time to like explore those hobbies that I want to learn how to disc golf
yeah. Oh yeah,
frisbee golf.
frisbee golf, dude. Yeah,
or play Pokemon
Yeah.
Go or
Do housework. Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
plants. People
Yeah.
people are like full-fledged like plant parents. Whole houses filled with just plants, and it's like you wouldn't have done that if you hadn't been forced into like having that time to like reevaluate and
Yeah.
stuff, and I think that's really cool.
Yeah, I don't think the channel would. If the channel happened, it definitely wouldn't be to where it's at right now. Had COVID not happened.
Yeah, because people found out like, hey, anime is pretty cool.
Yeah, like so many people probably picked it up during COVID.
Yeah.
And like not to mention, we just had time. Like we had nothing to do
Yeah.
but this. So it's like COVID was shit, and the year was pretty shit. But it was actually like probably best case scenario for getting the channel started.
Yeah, because we started in October of 2019.
We had a few normal months.
Yeah.
Went
Yeah.
to Japan, came back, and
Yeah, because what, me and you, we got new jobs right after we got back from Japan. And what, we worked a total of like 3 months. And then COVID happened and we lost our jobs.
yeah,
Like-
yeah. Basically, it's like we lost our jobs, went to Japan,
Yeah.
got new jobs, lost our jobs, and then the channel. It was just like, well,
Spent a year in isolation.
Yeah.
spent a year in
yeah.
isolation. It's like at least we had the channel though. So
Yeah.
And going with having the channel and how much it meant for us during that time, I don't want to downplay and I don't want to make it sound so cliche how much all of you guys
yeah,
helped
Yeah.
with everything. You know, like everybody on YouTube, everybody on our Patreon especially.
the Patreon's
like-
crazy.
You guys pulled us out of some deep spots. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's when us as a group, you guys see it, you know, and it's always love between me and Joey. Joey and I will get on each other's nerves sometimes. And sometimes going into the Patreon and like you'll be like, damn, you know, Joey and Andrew are really being aggressive towards each other. And it's like, trust me, it is that, but we're also like, we're never not at a place of like that isn't love.
Yeah,
You know what I
yeah,
mean?
exactly.
I think it's really funny when you guys get into it.
When we get into it
I'm
sometimes.
just like sitting back like,
Most of the time, honestly, most of the time we get into it, it's like through text.
No,
It's
yes.
like a text communication usually. But I know I'm being a smartass, like anyways, and I'm just like, nah, I'll send it. And like, I'm not even tripping really. I'm just like,
He'll take it how he's going to take it. No, like we always talk about, like Joey and I are I think the closest we can get to like brothers
yeah.
because we know what is going to get on each other's nerves. Like you guys see in the Patreon when Joey jumps in, or in the Discord and Joey jumps in and he's just like, "Come on, Andrew, tell me the truth. Stop beating around the bush." And I'm just like, this man really wants me to go in right now, and I'm not going to do it.
yeah. But man, yeah, but COVID has, man, it brought us together at least closer because like we were all, the only friends that we
Yeah.
saw was us.
Yeah.
Literally for a year.
Yeah.
And it was crazy, man. It was crazy. We met like, how many times we were meeting up too? I feel like we were meeting up so much back.
At the max, I was coming over here 3 times a week.
That was a lot. Man.
Yeah, and like and some of you guys, honestly, some of you guys may have come in with those videos to where like, you know, you're watching a video and you're like, oh shoot, I didn't even notice Andrew isn't there.
Yeah, we've
You
gotten
know what
so
I mean?
many of those.
Yeah,
comments.
exactly. And what stopped is that like I had to move during COVID,
Yeah.
Yes.
so like I dealt with my cat dying. I dealt with
Ugh.
my cat dying, moving, like the whole thing with jobs, like all during COVID, and
Yeah. It's been rough, man.
Yeah.
It's been rough.
Yeah.
And, you know, shout out to all the people. Hopefully, like, I know it's still bad in a lot of areas, especially, like, Japan still.
Yeah, like it's
And,
not over.
It's not over for
a lot of people.
yeah.
And it's still not over in the U.S. We're at.
I don't even know.
It's
what
a
the-
high percentage, but not high.
not high enough.
you
Yeah.
know,
Yeah.
Not high enough to be considered normal.
Like, they took away the mask mandate, and that's crazy, you know?
Yeah.
Like, it feels weird
Some dude
to...
tried to check me. I was buying, what was I buying? I was buying groceries. I was at the grocery store and I was checking out and the dude in front of me was like grabbing his bags and getting ready to leave. And I have my mask on and so does the cashier. It's like 7 a.m. This dude's starting shit with me at 7 a.m. He grabs his bags and he looks at me. He goes, "You know the mask mandate is over, right?" And I'm like, what is the quickest way to get rid of this guy without provoking conversation? So I
Yeah.
go, yeah, mind your business. And I shoo him away with my hands. And he was just like, and then
How
walked
dare
away.
How dare you?
How dare you?
I was just stating a fact.
Yeah. Yeah,
But
it's
he
like,
said it so snarky, and I'm like, yeah.
there's
Mind
just
your
no
business.
point. Yeah, like if you want to not wear your
Leave
mask
me
now,
alone,
yeah,
dude.
it's safe supposedly,
Yeah.
you know. So don't do it. But wait, who cares if other people are still wearing their mask, dude? Who
It's-
cares?
Yeah, people have such a need to tell other people what to do.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like, okay, fine. You want to be mad at me because I want to be extra safe.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like what? We had no flu this year
Yeah.
because of the masks.
Yeah.
Most people did not get sick
Yeah, get
if they
sick
didn't
one
get
time.
COVID because they're wearing masks.
yeah. And yearly,
Or-
I get sick like 3 times a year.
Maybe I could have said to him, like, dude, I've got a fucking gnarly ass pimple going
Yeah.
on the tip of my nose or
Yeah,
something.
I'm trying to hide my shit, dude. All right.
I have no teeth.
I know. right? You should the fake like Austin Powers teeth.
Oh,
Just
God,
wear those
dude,
all the
just
time
all
when
them
people are
fit.
like, "Hey, you're not supposed to be wearing a mask."
You have the
Would you rather
plastic
see
vampire
this?
teeth.
Yeah.
And you're like,
Oh man, yeah. Luckily, I mean, yeah. Thankfully, it's getting a little bit better over here, and
we had talked the other day about, and I was going to talk to Andrew about it too, because it's kind of like, it kind of weighs on you, thinking, how would it feel to be where we are right now? We're like so close to 20K.
it's so close.
How would it feel right now, having built the community that we've built? How would it feel to just stop
Yeah,
right now and never post a video ever again?
Yeah. It's
It makes you sad, right?
weird because like the community that we've built up in our Patreon, I think especially, like I couldn't think about going on Discord and like not having those people there.
Yeah.
yeah,
You know what I mean? Or like talking about, we talk about stupid stuff like Moo Day, video games, but like talking about the shows and like, yeah, like that feels weird to not be like, oh, hey, I'm going to post a video today. And everybody on the Discord is going to be like, whoa, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah. I can't picture it without it now. Like I can't picture
Yeah.
just like being like, we're stopping.
That's how
Let's
you
go.
like know that you really enjoy doing something, because you think about your life without it
Yeah,
and it makes you sad.
makes you sad.
Like I can't, like I didn't think that, I knew that I liked it, but like that, asking myself that question kind of really put it into perspective for me. Like I would be really sad if we didn't have this.
Yeah, and it's like it gets stressful sometimes, but it's like never enough to where I would be like, I'm just done. Yeah, it's never like, yeah. Editing is annoying sometimes, and getting together sometimes, like, you just don't feel like it. You don't feel like sitting a whole day and recording anime. But, it's like, when you really put it in perspective, there's,
Yeah.
like, thousands of people watching you and, like, hundreds of people on your Patreon. It's like, dude, that's so worth it. Like,
yeah,
know.
like
it's so worth it.
I went out today, I walked the dog, I get home, I look at my phone because, we have the, YouTube app on our phones, so we see the comments go up. And there's one guy, he's like, just finished Attack on Titan.
Oh
Aw.
man.
All right, what?
Casualty. He's like, just finished Attack on Titan. He's like, time to jump into some science stuff. And then he starts to comment on every single one of our Dr. Stone videos
Oh my
Oh,
god.
nice.
as he's watching. And I'm like,
That's so cool.
all right, cool. You know what I mean? Like, he's going through everything. And, like, that's fun. There's people that we expect on, like, our videos when they go up. Like, one, Mike the Chicago Critic. You know what I mean? He's
Yeah.
always there on our hero videos. He's always there on our Vinland videos. And he's just like, damn, that's deep. Or, like,
I
whoa,
love
Froppy.
Mike.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah. Yeah, it's just so fun, man. It's so fun seeing the same people, and it's crazy. YouTube's crazy, man. I can't say enough how much we appreciate y'all, like, helping us during COVID, especially the Patreon. Like, people giving us money during COVID when people were struggling in the first place blows my mind. It's like, it's just crazy to me.
It's crazy to think that people like us.
Yeah.
yeah.
Like them. I mean, we're likable people. It's just like,
Like,
It's just-
I saw that, like, right when he did.
it's crazy to me. Like, we're just,
We're
Three
strangers that
people.
you're willing to support.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's crazy to me.
Yeah, that's why, like, I'm down with everybody. Like, I want everybody to join the Discord so we could, like, talk to everybody and get to know them even more, because the people on Discord are just so, like, great too. It's just
Yeah.
like it's a good time over there.
It's crazy to think that, like, I don't know, man. It's just I've only ever, like, been, like, a member for one other YouTuber ever. And I never comment on anything.
Yeah.
I don't. And it was Simon and Martina. And that, so I dipped.
Yeah, same. I've never joined any kind of. I'll guess No Breaks is probably the only thing I
Yeah.
support on Patreon, just because he's fucking a legend. But that's it. You know, like no other YouTube have I ever supported.
You guys know I'm
I-
die hard
Mega
Mega 64 man.
Oh, yep.
I don't
all
even.
day.
Yeah,
All
they
day.
are YouTube, right? Like,
Yeah,
they started
yeah,
on
yeah.
YouTube. Okay.
Well,
I hardly even know.
Yeah, they started on public access, but yeah.
Oh, wow.
They did like some stuff like in their school
Uh-huh.
and were able to get like public access stuff. They worked with like the Aquabats for some small stuff.
Oh, shit.
And then they went into YouTube.
Yeah.
Damn.
Why don't we get into, you know, the slowest start I feel like of what we've been getting into, which has been JoJo's.
Oh yeah, I'm down, dude. Yeah, we
Talk
kind
about-
of forgot all about JoJo's, dude. One more shout out to everybody for following us during COVID,
Yeah.
dude, and hopefully
Yeah.
wherever you're at, it gets better soon. But JoJo's, I gotta say, I gotta say, I wish we watched a little more JoJo's.
Okay.
You know, because like for us, we get 2 weeks ahead, and that's 2 episodes or something, and then we don't have to watch it for for like
Yeah.
2-3 weeks. So it's actually like I feel like my JoJo's hype has died a little bit, just a little bit.
Until we watch the next episode.
Until we watch the
Yeah.
next episode, and then I'm always like, this is the best part. And part 2's been so good.
Yeah.
Compared to part 1, Caesar, dude. I just want to marry him, dude. Love Caesar. And we barely got, what's her name? Lisa?
Mm-hmm.
So,
Oh, dude,
she
Lisa's
seems like a
so
badass
sick.
teacher, yeah. So, it's great, though. I definitely want to, man, I don't know. What's the probability of us catching up by the next season?
To me, I think it's pretty high. It just depends on how fast we watch it. It just sucks because, like, so first part I think ends up being maybe 22 episodes in total,
Yeah.
Oh.
like
Okay.
including the first one and this one that we're in right now. But then, like, all the rest of them end up going into like longer parts.
Oh.
And remember, I had said,
But those
you know,
are better, though.
yes, exactly.
They get better.
Yes.
Cool.
So like stuff like that is gonna be, you know, the stuff that you want to be like, okay, I need to be into this, you know what I mean,
Yeah.
or like I need to watch this regularly, you know what I mean. And I'm hoping that when we do get to that point, that it leaves us at a good spot to where like I'll be able to, if we're gonna be doing that, like I'll be able to upload JoJo's twice a week. You know what I mean?
That's what
'Cause-
I'm thinking will probably happen at some point. Especially if we get a date
Mhm.
within a year or something
Yeah.
like that. We could like, plan it out,
Yeah.
plot it out. Because that's what we did with like Attack on Titan. Once we knew like, oh, this
Mm.
is coming at the end of this year, this is how fast we could upload them to catch up. That would be nice for
Yeah.
JoJo's.
Crunchyroll. I was on our Instagram this morning, and I saw that Crunchyroll put out JoJo's merch, and it looks incredible.
I love it.
Like,
I love it.
so everything looks so nice, and I'm like, who the hell is this person? But you could tell it's JoJo's.
Mhm.
Are they all
And
later
so-
season one?
yeah.
all-
It's
okay.
the
The-
current newest season.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
So I'm like, oh, I want that, but I was like, because what's his name? It's like Dio.
Brandon?
No, well.
It's from the new one.
Yeah.
Oh.
Diavolo.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
what, and all I saw was Dio, and I
Yeah.
saw him, and I
Uh-huh.
was like, oh, that's sick. But then I was like, wait, I don't know who that is
Yeah.
yet. Well, I mean, I know who it is, but I don't know who it is.
Yeah.
I wanted all of them though. They all look so good.
Yeah, I want to make a ways in JoJo because I feel like I'm not giving it the love and attention that it needs because we're just watching it kind of one off, or at least I need to be able to fit it in like one weekly because sometimes we're just like, we have enough. Let's move on to the next.
Especially
stuff
if
we
we're
need.
trying to do Kyojin requests and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Stuff that is very important. You know what I mean?
We end up getting swamped, dude. But
Smart.
how you feeling like watching it back? Because
I-
I feel like your JoJo love like happened so fast, dude. Like I slept overnight and you were a JoJo just like maniac, dude.
We went over to your house, and
Yeah.
there's JoJo's.
Yeah. When you walk in, I have a big Part 3 poster that they did for a special JoJo art exhibit. Then like you round the corner, and I have that's Part 3, and then I have a Part 5 poster for the same exhibit. And then like you take it left, I have the stone mask that you guys got me with my
Yeah.
Bruno statue. Then I have a Part 3 section. I have a part 5 section. I have a part 4 section. Like, and then I have more figures like on pre-order so I can like complete them. No, like JoJo's was just, I don't know. I feel like the way I feel about JoJo's right now is how you guys are feeling about One Piece. Like, JoJo's was just, it came on at the right time for me, and it was just like completely crazy. Like, watching it, I was just like, this is wild.
Yeah.
This is wild. You know, and my desk is right next to my wife's, and she's not into anime, but like, I'm watching this either with headphones on while I'm eating or while I'm editing, and I'm just like, and she's just like, what are you doing?
Yeah, weird little noises you make.
And then like, I'm like taking up my headphone jack and being like, babe, watch this part, watch this part. And she's like, oh, okay. But then like, you catch her and she's like, oh, that's kind of cool. You know what I mean? So it's like, yes.
Yeah.
When you're like, when you're showing someone else something that you really like, and you're like watching their reaction.
Yeah. I love feeling that, dude. I love feeling that, like, new anime.
Yeah.
I felt that same way when you started watching Egg. I feel like I was watching you just to see how, like, you were liking it.
See, and that's how I feel about whenever I've watched stuff before and you guys are watching it. I'm always like,
what do they think? What do they think? Yeah. JoJo's, though, man, I feel bad that I couldn't, like, rank it up there with the other ones. But I just feel like we're not far enough, you know? We're not far enough to where I'm just like, JoJo's was the best thing I've seen yet. Because part 1 doesn't count, I feel like. And in part 2, we're barely not even halfway.
well, it's like Ash said, you know, like, with us juggling so much, it's hard to give one so much attention. You know what I mean? Because you're always like, I liked that JoJo episode, but damn, that Vinland episode was heavy. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and when like you're reaching like peak Vinlands while we're watching JoJo like play with fucking bubbles and shit. You know, like I know it's hard. You know, it's hard to pick that. So, what was it? I was gonna talk about something. Another anime. Oh, what about My Hero, dude? How about that first half of My Hero?
Bro.
Woo! Jesse, get in here.
Jesse's in the chat.
Stand up.
Dude.
It was a thing.
Yeah, like the comments were hating on us too, but it was just like, bro, it's like, I don't know, man. That first half was so hand-holdy, you know what I mean?
Very.
There were great moments. Ida coming through, great.
Sick.
Todoroki, great.
Sick.
Bakugo with Black Whip, you know, or sorry, not Bakugo.
Oh.
Whoa!
Spoilers!
Deku with Black Whip, you know what I mean? Like, and Shinzo coming through and being like, okay, we got to figure this out.
Shinzo
like,
was cool.
That stuff was great. But it's hard to, you know, especially as a manga reader, like I'm always going to say. But, like, knowing what's to come, it makes it lackluster.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and not knowing what to come, that made it for me, it just felt a little lackluster compared to previous seasons.
Do you think that the people who are, you know, what the fuck, why do you think that way? Like, that's not right, or whatever. Do you think that those people are manga readers, knowing what this arc, or the first half of this season, kind of is setting up?
I don't think so. I think My Hero especially, I think My Hero has a lot of manga readers, but I think at times the anime-onlys outnumber that.
Yeah.
To where they're not realizing that in the bigger scheme of things, this is kind of like the lull before the peak. You know what I mean? So they're going to see things and be like, this is fun, this is great, we're learning about these characters. And so they're like, okay, and then when we get to that peak, those are probably going to be the people that are like, yeah, you know, the first part was not that good as the rest of it, you know what I mean? Because even Jesse is like, I hear the next part is huge. He's like, but currently, I do enjoy this. Yeah. Because he is not somebody that reads the manga. He'll do his little jump into the manga room to, like, pick at things, and he's like, I know what's to come, but I'm not super in depth on what's happening, you know?
Yeah. I like the first half of My Hero because I think they're setting up Shinzo. Because he is the one that kind of made Deku, you know, go back to, like, his former
vestiges.
Yeah, his vestiges. And then doing that again, he got Black Whip.
Yeah.
And then also they're introducing Shinzo as part of Class A, Class 1A.
Yeah, or one of the classes. I guess they didn't say exactly what class
Yeah,
he's going to.
they didn't. No.
They didn't say.
Oh.
But 1B or 1A. In the hero program, though.
Yeah.
He's something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Somewhere in there.
Yeah.
But I think that they're trying to, like, kind of really get the viewer to see, okay, this is Shinzo, this is what he can do, this is who's helping him
Yeah.
find all these, like, because he's got the Aizawa thing and, like, the mouthpiece and
Yeah.
stuff, and I think that's really cool, but I think that whole first part was just to set Shinzo up
For something like.
to knock down all those dominoes, the Deku, what Shinzo could do for everybody else.
Yeah. I'm going to be disappointed if they do just leave him alone.
Yeah, I'm gonna be pissed.
Right? Because, like, I feel like they did give him a lot of spotlight and we did learn a lot about him. But, like you said, he's not in the second, like, OP or ED. We don't see him at all. So if he does just become a background character, I will say I dislike that first part even more. Oh, Mustache, you're giving me a fucking face right now. Does he just disappear? Because that was my fear of learning about all of Class 1B, because I feel like in the grand scheme of the story, it ain't gonna mean shit. Like, they aren't gonna be much. So, like, I just don't like spending a lot of time on these characters. It's not gonna matter too much. But Shinzo did get, like, spotlight, and like, yeah, Racer's, like, bringing him up.
Or just a random,
Yeah.
what's it called?
Thought? No.
Like a Hail Mary?
No.
Random,
overthought? Or,
overthought? Oh, the guy that Deku fought.
yes, overthought. Yes.
Overthought.
Yes. What overthought was? No, it's overthought. She's a chick. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What if they're just setting up Shinzo and getting both the classes and all the teachers to really love and respect Shinzo, and then they clip him. They cut him off. They kill him. He gets murdered.
Ooh.
Everyone is affected. The teachers, the students.
Ooh, yeah, I could see that.
Huh. That's
a theory. Because, I mean...
Theory!
That's a theory. Oh.
Theory!
I feel like maybe he's there for Eraser. Because, President Mike was like, yeah, does he remind you of this other guy that we don't know? And it seems like maybe he's just there to, like, tug at Eraser's heart.
No.
Tug on Eraser's.
That's where I thought you
on
were
his sash. His sash.
Yeah.
Sash, yeah.
I
don't know.
Oh, binding cloth. That's what it's called. His stuff.
Oh.
It's their binding cloth. Now that you said that, I'm thinking at it at a completely different way.
Okay.
And knowing what I know, you know what I mean? We see how they've kind of set Deku up to be maybe the next All Might. Mm-hmm. He has the power. He's, his main monologue is, this is how I became the number one hero, blah, blah, blah. You know what I mean? What if Shinzo is supposed to be moving forward the next Eraser? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like that role.
That would be cool.
So that would make more sense to where it's like, this is the next generation, so we need to kind of fill those roles.
Where's Bakugo in that, dude?
Who's the next President Mike?
Bakugo.
Maybe it's Bakugo.
If anything, Bakugo's taking over Endeavor's hard ass, like...
Yeah, but what about Todoroki?
Oh, that's true. Yeah, I can't wait.
Man.
I'm waiting for that Bakugo, like, grown up. Like, I can't wait to see his evolution of just, like one day he's gonna mature. You know what I mean? One day he's gonna be finally, like, not hot-headed, and it's gonna be nice to see.
I mean, Endeavor...
It might take a long time, but it's gonna be nice
Yeah,
to see.
really, like, I think, it never took his whole life pretty much.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, he might be, like, 30, but I hope we see it one day.
Like,
Well,
he's still kind of like, welcome to the Endeavor Agency, but that's not how I really feel.
Yeah.
I'm glad you guys came along, but I really only invited my son.
Yeah, I don't know, My Hero, it's so, like, even like when I say it, even when I think it's not the best, it's still good.
It's a fun time.
It's still fun, and I love all these characters. We're like so attached to them after 5 seasons, but it's like sometimes I just want something different out of it, and I feel like the training arc was a little bit of the same from My Hero.
Yeah. I love rewatching My Hero.
Yeah, I know you do.
It's like sometimes I'll go to the gym and I'll rewatch My Hero and it'll get to that one episode that always makes me cry, and I'll just be on the treadmill just crying, like not obnoxiously crying, but like you could tell I'm like, no, I'm just sweating. and letting my my mask, like it just be all wet on my
Like,
mask
yeah.
right here.
Yeah, I know. I gotta say, like after season 3, man, I've wanted My Hero to do something a little. I don't know. I've expected a level up from My Hero, you know, and season 4 was a little. Season 5 is starting off now, but I'm sure it's gonna happen because long running. I mean, it's been there for a long time, and sometimes you just have a slower arc. Sometimes or sometimes it's like least hyped. So
I feel like where we're going with My Hero currently, and leading up to where we are currently in the manga, this is where it felt like it was going up, and then you would hit that lull.
Mhm.
You would hit that lull. This point, we've just hit the lull for the season,
Yeah.
and for the show, or for My Hero in general.
yeah,
This is where it just goes up.
yeah.
Like, I've talked about it with everybody in the manga room. Like,
If they
it's
want.
literally just going up now. It's nothing bad has been happening.
Yeah, that's because at some point that like all the training arcs are gonna have to go away, and the kids are just gonna be like kind of doing their own thing. So that's what I'm waiting for. And the villains, obviously, we're seeing them a lot. Yeah, I don't know. I'm
Best
waiting
Genius.
for it though. Best Genius immediately died.
But we don't know that yet, do we?
Well, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see.
I
what
mean,
happens. I'm
Considering
compiling.
the Ash curse, probably.
Yeah, guys, keep an eye out. I'm making a video for the Ash Curse, dude. I'm compiling.
Oh, are you really?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
It's good so far. I showed her the first draft of it the other day, and I just need a few more. So if you guys remember an episode where Ash said she liked somebody
And they immediately got
and
murdered.
immediately got murdered, let us know, man. Let us know.
It's a sad life, but someone's got to live it.
Someone's got to live it. Yeah. I'm sure the second half's going to take off, dude. I've only heard good things, so.
Future of the channel.
Future. Yeah, going forward.
Let's say
we're gonna keep
in
posting
the next year.
videos.
20K for sure.
Well, 20K for sure.
Shit, dude, I don't know at this point.
Think about it. We have Demon Slayer coming out. We have Chainsaw Man that we just filmed the trailer for coming up. Like, My Hero is going to get even better. We have Attack on Titan coming out. Like,
Finales.
this next year coming, like, now until next year, I think is going to be a major boom for animes that have been either starting up or that have been big. Like, this is where they're going to shine. Like, look at what happened with, the Demon Slayer movie.
Yeah.
Oh my
The sales for the Demon Slayer movie have been amazing.
Yeah.
Demon Slayer goes up on Funimation. That is now, I think that is the first ever anime to streaming network haven't come out that quick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We have never had that before. And, like, we've talked about it in the Discord with, like, the anime then versus anime now. The access is crazy.
Yeah.
And that only helps channels like ours. That only helps viewers like you get more content.
Yeah.
And so I think with that being said, I think, like, cliche as hell right here, like, sky's the limit for us. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
if we're willing to stick with a lot of the stuff we're doing, if we're willing to, listen to what you guys are saying, especially on our Patreon, when you guys have, we have our Patreon polls, we listen to what you guys, hey, check out this trailer, check out that trailer. Stuff like that gets our eyes open. That gets our ears to the ground. You know what I mean?
Couldn't have said it better, dude. Yeah, for sure. Like, it would be cool to venture onto some different... Like, doing the podcast is cool, because I think it's away from reactions. It's like it's just nice to, like, yeah. It feels like people, like, actually wanting to know us personally or know, like, our thoughts better. So, like, doing that on certain, like, animes could be cool, Like, doing some deep dives or something like that on, like, certain things that we watch.
And I know you've talked about it before, Ash, and maybe it's something that you would rather do at the end of, like, Attack on Titan, but really doing, like, a character kind of, like, dissection of everybody, you know what I mean?
Yeah, psychology-wise,
Yeah.
dude.
It'd be fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just experimenting, because it's like, yeah, like, I don't know, having people on Patreon and, like, YouTube, it gives us a chance to just experiment with things, And we could see if people like it or not.
Yeah.
Because it's like, if people watch it, they like it. If not, then, hey, it didn't work out that good. But,
Because I know we've all talked about, like, the stuff we want to do, and, like, I've seen Ash's greatly edited, food videos that she does and stuff like that. Like, maybe using Into the Void as a springboard for other content might be a good thing if you guys enjoy that. You know what I mean? I've talked about doing maybe, like, an anime or manga dissection of a one I'm reading of called Origin, and I was gonna put that on my channel, but I think maybe people would enjoy it way more if it was on our channel. You know what I mean? Give them something different. It maybe a weekend upload, something that isn't gonna be in the way of the stuff that we're already doing.
Yeah. Yeah. There's lots of places that we could like grow from.
Need to do some more food videos, dude.
Some into the void food videos. Y'all interested?
And then we've
Good.
we did do the foray into Morch. Where my Morch?
Your English is not very good
I
today.
I'm doing the Kanye thing where I speak
Yeah.
we have tried to do the merch thing before. Don't think that first thing is something that we're gonna be the only thing that we're doing. We have ideas. We have things that we want to do. So be on the lookout. It's definitely coming.
I'm excited.
Sure.
We've got a lot of ideas.
It feels good, man. It feels like really good because I feel like the people are just like supporting us like everywhere. Like early on in the channel, I was very like what is it, like not insecure kind of, I guess, about the channel, or like discouraged, or just didn't know if people really fucked with us. You know what I mean? But like lately, the Patreon's just been like rock solid, and YouTube is like rock solid views for the most part, and it's just been feeling good lately.
Yeah.
It's solid. It's not like crazy like when Attack on Titan was going. It's kind of like YouTube gets kind of fucking insane.
Yeah.
Oh my god, there isn't a time where I feel good.
Yeah, it's
when Attack
it's
on
harsh.
Titan is on.
Yeah,
I
people
love
are
the
harsh.
show, obviously, but the comment section.
It's crazy sometimes. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, dude.
That's why we love the people on Patreon, because it's like they're all homies.
Yeah.
You guys like how
A little
we
more
think.
civilized.
Yeah, and even if we have some harsh opinions, you guys don't like completely tear us down. But it's always scary though, like going through the channel after a big show like that and stuff, because it's like, yeah, do people really like us, or do they just like the show? It's hard to go. But I feel like this time after Attack on Titan, it's been good. Like YouTube obviously kind of like slows down, but like Patreon, man, it's just been like we've been chilling.
You guys loved Vinland Saga, so like Vinland Saga coming through after Titan was so perfect for us.
Yeah. I think it hit a lot of the same crowd,
Yeah.
like that did it. So, yeah, next season, I feel like next season's going to be the only, maybe like the last slower season we have for a while, just because there's no huge anime coming out that we know of. But maybe like the My Hero second half might pop off. And, but like Love is War, it's just starting a bunch of new things again. So we just have to see how people like it and how it goes. But
Yeah, so the second part of Attack on Titan comes out winter. So what is that? December?
January.
Or January?
should be
January.
yeah. Unless they start, because last time they started end of December too, just because they had
yeah.
extra episodes.
And then they had the week.
Yeah, but we'll see. So it should be December, January though. Yeah.
And we were, if everything clears up by that time, we were planning on going to Japan.
Trying, man.
But that's kind of up in the air for
Yeah.
right now. But I know for sure that if we do, or when we do, when we are able to go to Japan again, we are wanting to do some giveaways.
Yeah.
We're trying to get some stuff. Because will there be like pop-ups during that time, do you think? Like while it's like starting up?
I wouldn't see why not. I
That's-
think
yeah.
it just depends on like, because when we were there the first time, like as a group when we were there, Demon Slayer was not airing, but
there
like
was a
they had the
cafe.
Demon Slayer pop up.
That's right.
Hunter x Hunter was definitely not airing,
Yeah, and they had.
and they had the Hunter x Hunter pop up. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah.
I'd say it's a safe bet. It could definitely be happening.
Yeah.
Same with the Demon Slayer. There could be another Demon Slayer cafe, and especially if they open up. And I know they're trying to get that tourism like money, that tourism boom again.
Oh,
A lot of things could be.
Yeah.
They could be
Very
doing a lot of
true.
those. So
Yeah.
I think it's going to be a good trip. Like if we do get the opportunity to go, we'll do some crazy Japan. I feel like the channel is bigger now, so we could do some like pretty cool little videos over there.
Yeah,
if
like
we wanted
before,
to.
like we had when we actually went to Japan, we had just started the channel like weeks
Yeah. It was
fresh.
before that.
It was-
like
it was
so it's like
fresh.
us doing like any type of video while we were there. We recorded one My Hero episode
I
while
don't-
we were there.
I don't know how I don't know why or how we did. Like the channel was so small, and it was like
We probably
could've
could've- yeah, we probably could've.
easily. That video probably got 1,000 views, if that. Like
But still, like, that's...
It was big for us, though.
Yeah.
It was big for us.
I think what it is, too, is that, like, I love doing the channel because the channel becomes a time capsule.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We can go back to our first video, as cringy as it is,
No.
and be like, oh my god, dude, look at us, you know, like, look at how we were, look at how the channel was set up, you know what I mean?
On the couch.
Yeah.
Watch out for the 20K. We're doing reacting to the first video.
No! I'd never want to do that, ever.
Yeah.
Copyright struck on our own video.
Oh, God.
We copyrighted.
We copyrighted our own video. No,
Out of spite.
that was crazy. Hey, man, like a month ago, I asked if people wanted to talk about anything on the Q&A. So I'm just going to go through the podcast. So I'm just going to see really quick if anybody asked anything cool. We could finish it up with it.
I remember someone said, like, quantum physics or something.
Yeah, Andrew, what's your ideas on the quantum theory?
I don't want to go too heavy into it because things get really convoluted when you add the Genesis theory onto that.
Yeah.
So I'm going to keep it real simple. I think it's great.
Cool. Yeah, cool. Somebody just said Attack on Titan. Well, we have like 5 other podcasts about it if you guys if you want to hear it out. I don't have any new thoughts, really. Hey, we did get a new image that you posted on Instagram for the season. It looked cool. I don't know. Like, there's nothing else we can go off, dude.
I mean, it was a very, you know,
he's with the little girl.
Yeah, there's a girl, there's some fireworks or explosion, whatever, I don't know.
Yeah.
They're in the desert.
It's the 4th of July.
I thought it was a tree, but it did look, I guess it did look like a firework. I think it was. Well, it looked like lit up, kind of like tree with like branches.
Hold up. Let me fucking see this shit.
Fireworks. Let me see. Do a quick check. Yeah, see, I think it's a tree.
It's a tree. I thought it was fireworks. 4th of July.
Come here, my daughter. We'll watch the fireworks.
Yeah.
That's seriously what I thought it. I was like, oh, she's lighting fireworks.
Oh, it's for the 4th of July.
There's just a dad watching her, like, making sure she doesn't light herself on fire.
She's like, back it up, Larry.
Derry,
All right. Well, that's our thoughts on Attack on Titan. Anything to inspire students for preparation of exams in lockdown? I think we're a little late on this, dogs. I think lockdowns or exams are done.
Hey, man, do your best. You know, sometimes having an Into the Void video on in the background will maybe set your mind at ease, listening to us talk, especially the podcast.
Very relaxing.
Yeah.
Turn on some lo-fi chill beats.
Yeah.
Lo-fi chill beats.
Lo-fi Into the Void anime to study to.
And then, like, you know, hey, dude, you know, it's going to be okay no matter how no matter what you do on the exam, you're going to be all right, dude. Life's going to keep moving on.
And if you're stressed out afterwards, get on YouTube. You could watch Into the Void anime too, but also what I do when I'm stressed, what I want to watch when I can't sleep, when I'm too, like, stressed out. I don't know how to say her name. I always call her Lizki.
Oh, Lizki.
But I know that's not how you pronounce it. It's Liziqi.
She builds...
She just builds shit.
She builds shit, she cooks.
There's no talking, whatever.
It's quiet,
anyway,
it's peaceful.
Yeah. That's what I watch when I'm stressed.
Yeah, that's our...
When I'm studying for exams, of course.
Yes. All right, well, hope that helps, man. Hope you do good on your exam. Music. Well, what are you guys listening to really quick? We're just going to rapid fire these. What's on your playlist right now?
You know what? Right now, I've been listening to the new Tyler, the Creator.
Oh, hey, me too. Me too. It's not too bad, man.
No,
it's pretty good.
It's not. It's really good.
It's different than his last one. It was pretty good.
I just listen to punk and oldies.
Yeah, I would say that's pretty accurate.
Ooh, you know what though? You know what? Lately, I've been in a workout drought. Because like my workouts don't go well if I don't have the right music. If I'm not feeling the music, the workout is just I just don't feel it. So I've compiled a playlist that is so unlike me, but I love it. Oh. It's all early 2000s like hits.
Yeah.
Oh.
But like diva hits.
Ooh.
So there's Shakira, there's Beyonce, Cher, early 2000s Cher. It's questionable, but it's on there.
It gets in. Yeah.
Britney Spears, not Christina
Free Britney,
Aguilera.
dude. Hashtag.
Yeah, free Britney, dude.
Hashtag free Britney.
Not Christina, because I don't fuck with her.
I'm listening to The Omnific, which is like it's like a rock, but it's like ambient, like rock music.
Okay.
Polyphia. That's pretty much. Oh, Luxury Elite is like seems very like 90s informational video music
Oh.
style.
Oh.
Whoa.
But it's really cool. I really like it.
Damn. Mine's all over the place, dude. I have The Cure, Playboy Cardi, ABBA,
Ooh, ABBA's good.
Ice Age, Oldies, and Pooh Shiesty, dude.
Damn.
So
Are those just your frequently, like, your last...
it's like my last search is in new order. Yeah, I'm all over the place with music, dude. We're a group that likes music, man, and a lot of different kinds.
What's one song that you're listening to, like, on repeat, that you just feel like people need to listen to?
Into the Void by Buzzkill, dude.
Oh, damn.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Damn. Song that's on repeat right now? I'm really into that what do you call it single right now. I just said his name, dude.
Tyler Creator?
Yeah.
Lumberjack?
Lumberjack, yeah.
Lumberjack's a pretty good one. Ash, what are you jamming all the time?
All the time, probably the song "Rip It Up" by Orange Juice.
Oh, that's a good one.
It's a good song.
It's groovy.
It's
as fuck.
older, but it's
groovy.
It's a good.
It's a good.
It's like nice.
It's a good stocks. And we're not talking about stocks, dude. Oh, well, don't invest in Dogecoin
They're up, dude.
because I heard it's doing terrible. Well, I did invest like $20 in it.
Did you?
And it's-
Yeah, after you just said not to
Yeah,
invest.
But it's like super downer. I don't know anything about it. Dude. I just put $20 in because Steven told me to put $20 in. So
Didn't
I put
invest
$20
in Doge? Thought of Doge.
Yeah, there you go. And the last thing, dude, video games. Who are you guys? You guys playing some video games right now?
Oh.
Oh, dude,
The Discord's been going off with some video games. If you guys want to check it out,
I'm gonna start
join.
streaming. That's for sure.
Ash has an idea to start streaming very chaotic playthroughs.
Yeah, how I play video games is very chaotic.
Yeah.
It is not at all.
We don't follow the story.
No, fuck the story.
Yeah.
I make my own story.
Yeah.
A pre-written story? No, thank you. I don't want it. Make my own story.
So keep an eye
Chaotic.
out. Keep an eye out for that. We're gonna
Yeah.
get set up. We're gonna get that set up. It's gonna be pretty good. Andrew, what you playing on, dude?
Dude, I played that Untold Stories, you know, man.
Oh god, I jumped in on that stream and
Dude, that honestly, I freaking dig it, man. I really like it. I'm eager to get into the next one, but I'm waiting to like stream it.
I feel like streaming that is like I would feel too awkward doing it because I would feel dumb. You know,
No,
like
yeah, no.
you're just sitting there for like 20 minutes because it's a game where they like you have to figure out these puzzles, but it like you don't get any really hints.
See,
you get a few,
and it's
like-
very psychological. So like the first one, I wish you would have came in on the first one. The first one was really good. So you walk in, or you load in, and it's a computer with a keyboard, and it's literally like a type adventure. So it's like
Oh.
you walk in, or you pull up, and you look into the car. You see a rusty old house. You know, this is your childhood home. What do you do? And so you're like,
Light it on fire?
open the like
Oh.
no
Light it on
like
fire.
and you have to type in like everything. So it's like open glove box, and it's like I
Oh.
open the glove box. There's a key and a note, and it's like read note, and it's like it's a note from father. He says
It's a
there's
suicide note.
Oh damn.
it literally gets really psychological because there's a point where get to a point where you get the computer, you turn it on, and it flips, and it's the exact opposite of everything you just read. So in the first one, you're like, I get to the house, it's pristine, very kept up, I love my childhood home. It flips and it's like, it's decrepit. It looks
Oh,
horrible, I hate it here.
Light it on fire.
Exactly.
Light it on
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, but I've been doing that. I like it. It's cool.
Damn. All I've been playing is Genshin Impact, dude. I don't know. I'm just addicted to it. You guys could donate to help my
What?
addiction, please.
Pushing
I'll
it,
leave
dude.
the PayPal in the link, dude.
PayPal? Just straight up PayPal?
Straight up. Put that money in his
Not
account
even,
so
like-
he can spend it.
Help my gotcha addiction, and that's
Can't
about it.
people
Dude.
like, you know, what is it when you're a streamer?
Oh, like donate?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not like I don't stream enough, and I don't have like the donate button yet. You know, you gotta be big time.
Well,
Like
how
Mustache.
do you
No,
get big time,
you don't.
dude?
You don't have to be big time.
You have to
just-
stream.
You just have to stream and put the like link in your thing. That's
Oh.
it.
There it is. dude.
Okay, well, maybe I'll stream some Genshin
Donate
Impact. I don't know.
to well, how do people find you?
I don't even know what my name is. Joey Bra, I think.
So twitch.tv/JoeyBra.
Twitch.tv/Joey Bra.
The
Donate.
number of H's is questionable.
Yeah.
Yeah, there could be 3 or 4.
Our Twitch links will be in the description.
Yeah, Ash is coming soon
yeah.
with her chaotic playthrough.
I know we're probably definitely going to get into the Demon Slayer game when that comes out.
Oh yeah, and with the Discord, honestly, there's a lot of people on there coming at us, everybody's coming at everybody saying they're going to be the shit.
Yeah.
So that's good.
So we're probably all going to get it.
best.
We're all going to battle. Yeah.
Ash out of
The
nowhere. is
one
gonna
that
be-
gets motion sick in fucking 3
You're gonna be
seconds.
puking and just fucking killing people. Yeah, video games, dude. They're fun though. I mean, honestly, I think we all have a pretty good passion for them. Ash, you just can't play too many because you get sick.
I get really sick.
Yeah, you get really sick. So, but me and Ash are some losers, some big losers. All right, hey, I think that's it, man.
That's it.
I think that's it.
Hope you enjoyed the podcast. If you did, make sure you hit it with a like, hit it with a sub, hit it with a comment what you thought of our thoughts down below.
Mhm.
If you are listening to us on Spotify, thank you so much. It means so much that you would listen to us outside of YouTube. If you're on our Patreon already, you know this is going up. You know there's a video version. It's already been there for you.
Yeah.
As well as look out for that new Patreon tier specifically for the podcast so we can keep these coming out to you. And without further ado, this is Into the Void Anime, and I'm Moustache.
Joey Brown.
Ash.
Peace.